Hi and welcome back to the channel. So I thought I would just give you a heads up about this pretty good bundle on Plugin Boutique, and it is the Native Instruments 2025 Creative Producer Bundle, and it has some pretty good instruments, and you are getting the whole thing for a mere £69 or $92 or €81. So I love Plugin Boutique because I didn't have to work it all out. So yeah, so that is pretty cheap considering the overall cost they are saying is £1,200. Now I've kind of worked it out, and it's more about £1,000, so they're a bit different, but some of their prices are different from Native Instruments. So some of the prices on Native Instruments have actually come down. So it has one of my favorite Native Instruments plugins, and that is Playbox. So you get a Native Instruments Playbox, and then the main other ones are, I would say, Rudiments, Duets, and Conflux. So Rudiments or Duets are Play Series, and then Conflux is actually part of Contact 8, but you can buy it on its own. And then you've got iZotope Trash, Vocalsynth 2, and Neoverb. I wouldn't really bother about the Brainworx stuff. I've got loads of Brainworx stuff from PSonus gear, and I have never ever used it at all. I much prefer iZotope. And they're not terribly expensive. I mean, some of them are 30. I think the dearest ones, I think Refinement's about 90 quid. I mean, if you look at Playbox on its own, it's 180 quid. So, and it is just fantastic. And once you've bought that, you can buy my preset pack, which is pretty damn cool as well. So we're going to have a look at that in a minute. And let's say you've got iZotope Trash. So it is an iconic distortion engine. And you've got the Brainworx stuff. So yeah, so you've got Master Desk, which is a high-end analog mastering solution. You've got Vocalsynth as well. So that is, that's 190 quid. On its own as well. So Conflux you can buy on its own for 90 quid, and it's part of Contact 8. So I'm not going to buy it because I was waiting to get Contact 8 at some point this year. So, and then you've got the Brainworx console, so I have that, and the Brainworx Amek EQ, and then iZotope Neoverb. Now that is pretty cool. The most intelligent reverb plugin for music producers. So yeah, and like I said, I use Ozone all the time on the master output. And then we've got Brainworx Refinement. Bring clarity to vocals, instruments, and live recordings. So it's perfect for cleaning up live recordings, fixing mic proximity issues and leakage. Nothing worse than a bit of leakage. Rudiments is bread and butter beats for crisp, punchy, and versatile drums. Look no further than Rudiments. So we'll have a look at that as well. Yeah, so it's from the same family as Glazed Hybrid Keys and Duets in collaboration with Curtis Sauce Wilson. So yeah, so that's quite cool as well. And then let's say there's a massive amount of system requirements because they're all different. So you might have to read that quite carefully before you buy it because it goes on and on and on. I mean, some of it's Mac OS 13, some of it's earlier. Yeah, so obviously the Contact player 7.5 or higher, 7.6. So yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash of system requirements. So you might want to check that out. We'll just scan through some of my favorites. So Playbox, just worth it just purely for this, because like I said, that's 179 quid, and you can watch all my videos on Playbox. They're in the Native Instruments playlist. A quick demo. So that's a kind of hip-hoppy one. A lo-fi littered soundtrack of nostalgic chimes and immersive pads. So there's only 8 keys that you use, but you are controlling 6 instruments. It is fantastic. In fact, it's probably one of my favourite preset packs that I've done. So yeah, so roll the dice and discover new sounds. Like I said, I have done full reviews of this, so you can watch that. Rudiments, now like I said, I don't have this one, so let's have a wee play and see what it is like. So universal hip hop kits. Yeah, it looks a bit like the 40s stuff. Dark and menacing hip-hop drums from Hebrew and Shelly kits. Yeah, so they're using 40s very own keys and wah. Right, so Playbox is in this as well, and Alicia's keys. Right, Dark Thundering Trap. So this has got 40s keys, Lo-Fi Glow, Hi-Fi, Symphony, Series Brass, oh, it's got everything. That's Rudiments and Duets. That's a hybrid vocal and keys instrument, so let's have a wee blast of that. It's like I said, it's very like Glaze. It has kind of runs and all sorts of this, riffs, runs, melodies, harmonies. I do like Glaze actually. So did some presets for that as well with yeah, that's it. I don't have this one either, so I would quite like it. I also, and then we've got Conflux as well, which is part of Contact 8. So if I scroll down, so that's what it looks like there. Because if you type in Conflux, you don't get any information. It just goes to the Buy It Now page. Sounds like nothing else. Conflux is the first in a new breed of Contact instruments for experimental sound design. Layer organic and synthetic samples and add dynamic movement to static sounds in real time with original PPG wave tables and techniques like FM, phase mod, and ring mod. So get it as part of Contact 8 or buy it individually to use with the free Contact player. If we kind of buy Conflux, that's it. That's all you get. There's not even like a full review of it, so it's a bit weird. But we'll have a look at Vocalsynth. So yeah, so that's it's been around for a while, but it does look quite cool, and I have wanted to try. I think I've got the demo version of it, and then you've got things like Neoverb, and how much was Neoverb? So that's 100 quid as well. So it's a pretty good bundle, all for 70 quid. Like I said, it's worth buying it purely for Playbox. It is fan-bloody-tastic. As well as all this, you're getting Miniraze free. Now, this may change because I'm recording this on the 29th of April, so this may change once we get into May. But at the moment, you're getting Miniraze, which is some sort of synth by MOK. And I have no idea where it is, but it's 80 quid and it looks a bit mental. So yeah, so that's you get that free as well. So that's it for the creative producer bundle. And I think, like I said, it's a pretty good deal at 69 quid or so $92 or 81 euros. So pretty good deal. So that's it for today. And as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, share and comment. And I will see you in the next one.